So let's talk about a little bit more of a serious topic that everyone's being affected by, and this is something I want everyone's attention on because odds are there is somebody right now that's going through some kind of anxiety based on this story, and it's a CNN story talking about why sexual activity took a pandemic hit and what to do about it. If you're in that community, this is very important. Now, why would CNN write an article like this? Because it's CNN, okay? In the age of COVID-19, our sexual stock has plummeted. None of the old excuses like working late, dinner obligations, a rough commute to get in the way, and with nothing else to do on a Friday night, why not sex? Our libidos are like the stock market. At a high level, they go up or they go down. But when you look closely, there are numerous factors, physical and psychological, affecting those fluctuations. In the age of COVID-19, we're exercising less, eating more, drinking and smoking and vaping to escape the anxiety, all of which affect our sexual health and self-esteem. We might not change out of our pajamas or shower as regularly, which affects attraction. We're largely shut off from the outside world and its external stimuli, and more on top of each other than ever before. And that's leading to anger, resentment, and sense of relational claustrophobia. Our research even found that the effects of forced prolonged cohabitation during the lockdown led partners to turn to masturbation and porn use and less to sex with each other. What a very family-friendly article. I mean, it really gets me wanting to...
Well, based on your tone right there, half our audience just drove outside there. They might go have sex right now.
That's
based
exactly
on your
what it
late
means. Turn
night
off
DJ.
the damn pot. Watch, we lose like 1,000 people. Everyone's having sex somewhere.
Did you know that you used the word sex and stock in the same story there? So, Adam, I turn it over to you. Your two favorite subjects.
That's right. Save that money.
Yeah. Well, I think...
Maybe it's like save that condom.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? But go ahead.
I don't think anyone's worried about condoms these days. They're worried about COVID. I don't think anyone's worried about...
You think so?
I think there's a bigger concerns out there than, wrapping up. But I don't know. There's something about a pandemic.
CNN tells me there's something legit going on. If CNN writes it, you got to take it seriously.
I do. There's something about a pandemic that don't make me horny, baby. I don't know, like, to use Austin Powers here. Don't make you horny, baby. No COVID. You don't. However, to give a shout out to Elon Musk, again, the biggest troll out there.
Here we go.
I hope everybody is ready for a slutty summer. Things about to get real slutty around here, all right? So cover your eardrums. Are you familiar with this slutty summer effect? There's so much pent-up demand, whether you agree with this article or not. I guess people aren't having the sex at times as much as they should or could have.
Yeah.
And now there's a lot of pent-up demand going on this summer. And I've experienced this firsthand down in South Beach. People have been
when you're flirting
locked up
and you're talking to a girl, has any girl asked you, have you been vaccinated? Has any girl asked you any questions like that when you're talking to her? Has anything about COVID come up Not
like, all right, I'm about to have sex with you, but have you been vaccinated? Have you had COVID yet? I think it's just.
But has
so, how you been?
Have you had COVID yet?
I think everyone asked each other that.
No.
Right?
I'm talking random. You're talking to. I've been married for too long. I've been for a long time. I don't know what it is to be single. I don't know the games. I don't know any of that stuff.
Well, you're definitely putting in work during the pandemic. You're about to have a baby.
In about 3 weeks.
You're having a COVID
4.
baby.
Yeah.
So clearly this article doesn't apply to you. So maybe you're maybe this COVID thing turns TBD on.
This kicking more than any other kid we've had that's kicking. This kid is a kicking baby. She's fired up to come out.
Well,
but going back to it, when you are, I'm asking you, I'm married. He's married. You're single. When you're out there in the market, you're talking to folks. You're on. You're what? You're on. I'm
on real life now. I'm on real life.
You're not on Tinder.
I'm not
you're
on any
on
apps,
Bumble.
no.
You Grindr. You're on.
Just Grindr at this point.
Got it. So
not so much for sex. I'm just looking for a guy to take care of me.
Whatever you're on, I hear all these apps from all you guys here that talk.
I'm not on any apps. I'm not.
So you're
I'm on real life South Beach lifestyle.
When you're talking to a girl, is it coming up at all?
Is what coming up?
COVID. Is anything?
Because it's coming up, all right.
Is it coming up?
Answer the question.
Is anything coming up where Kai, you're out there in the market? Are girls asking about COVID? Is that coming up?
I don't.
Paul,
it's not.
Is that come?
I've not had that.
Hey, Paul. When a girl actually talks to you,
Adam,
when you have the courage to talk back, what do you say?
I've had 2.5 women ask me questions.
Shame on you for saying that's your road dog right there.
I don't think
he helps you
look,
out.
Here's what I will say. This is, again, in Florida. So there's other states, like if you're in New York, New Jersey, or California, you're going to be like, bro, I haven't been at a bar or a club in a year and a half. People are out and about. people are out and about. They're living their best life. They're in clubs. They're in bars. They're in restaurants. Again, this is in Florida, and people are mingling again. People ain't scared at this point. I think young people specifically.
Do you buy this? Do you buy this article by CNN?
Okay, here's what.
Okay, go ahead.
You know, have you guys watched CNN lately or read their stories? There is no more group of sexually suppressed people than people that work for
Seriously,
CNN.
that's what
they're
I
the
feel
ones
like.
that don't get any sex, so they're writing about it. So they need to have a little bit more sex and loosen up. But you know what? If you Google,
So you're saying
sex,
liberals aren't banging?
I'm talking about
He's
CNN.
saying you ought to go work for CNN. It would be a lot of.
Would that help my sexual activity or
We'll
lower
actually
it?
give an endorsement for you.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
All right. And
Here we
this
go.
As long
is
as it's not
Here we
personal,
go.
because I will not go there.
This not meaning.
He's going to ask me. Shonda
How
would
many
answer this
times a
question.
week? When
Shonda,
She'll call in.
Shut,
Need
I feel
pictures?
like
I got them for you.
I'm just saying. Has there been more, less, or about the same romanticism in your relationship over the last year? This isn't that personal.
Just
of a
like
question.
everything else, it's whatever I say there's going to be.
Damn.
I'm kidding.
Tom, Tom. Okay.
Shonda's gonna call in
fly in
right
and whoop
now.
that ass right now. Tom, get
She
your
might
ass.
knock on the door.
But in general, is it, because you've been on lockdown in California, is it the same, more, less?
Man, I don't let pandemics or anything be an excuse.
My man.
Okay? Right?
Okay. But are divorces going up? Are they the same? Where are divorces these days? 'Cause
actually a very good question.
I feel like a lot of people are like, dude, I've been.
But
I've
I tell
been
you, you know what?
Locked in with this damn
numbers
woman.
are up, I wouldn't be surprised. If numbers, there's a couple guys that went through. This guy named Jeff and this guy named Bill. I don't know if you guys know these two guys.
Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
You know, I have a couple of reasons why there might be less sex going on during the
Okay.
pandemic. Number one, I think it's binging on TV shows. I think it's the content of TV. It's dark. People watch The Ozarks at night. They watch The Undoing. They watch Better Call Saul. So much content out there is so dark, it doesn't get you in the mood for doing that. Now, I'm speaking for other people, and I'm looking for reasons. Plus, with people on top of each other all day, not literally, figuratively, or whatever, but, you know, that plays a role in it, too. They're seeing the same person. And I think, could it be the wardrobe?
I
Wearing
mean,
sweats
the
all
way,
day?
The way I would see it is, what is the greatest stress reliever in the world? Honestly. Like, it's got to be the other
Smoking weed?
It's got to be the other way around.
Sex.
It's got to be the other way
It
around.
should be, logically.
It's got to be more. It's got to be
I don't
like.
know. There's again, my initial point. I don't think pandemics make people horny.
What are you talking about?
Oh,
dude?
okay. I know you're having a baby, and something about COVID is
It's not doing
about things in the David household.
Dude, let me put it to you this way.
Yeah.
I tell you, I'm going to ask you a question.
Sure.
What, and this goes to everybody. Paul, you can actually participate in this as well. Sam, Kai, everybody, if you want to participate.
I'm excited.
What is the number one? Give me your top 3 stress reliever in your life. What is it? I'm actually being serious with you. Folks, if you're listening to this, please participate. What is your top 3 stress relievers? Some of the comment section is about to go off.
Yeah.
But what is your top 3? Your mind went to a place, but
I would
tell
say
me top
yoga,
3.
meditation.
Okay.
Right.
All right. That's your number one?
Yeah. When I think of relieving stress, I'm not like I got to go bang someone. Like
I'm not saying that. If you're in a relationship, and you got somebody, if you're in a relationship, what are the top 3 stress relievers? I'm being serious with you.
Can I answer?
Yeah.
I didn't know there were 2 others.
I'm with him.
I didn't know that was a stress reliever.
What are you what are you talking about? Like,
Okay.
are you like there's
play on, player?
one of the healthiest a human being could do is have some healthy sex.
I'm not anti-sex,
What?
baby.
Adam,
I'm good.
you know
with
what?
it.
We
we
finally
need to get
figured
him,
it
we need
out.
to get him married.
We finally figured this out. No, but again,
I'm all in
okay,
on slutty
I'm-
summer
I'm
right now.
looking
so-
at-
Adam's a nun.
I'm looking at the comment section. I'm actually asking you guys seriously.
I
I'm going to
answered
give you
it
mine.
seriously.
Okay, so that's your
100%
first. Give me
seriously.
your second and third.
There are no others.
Okay, so fair.
Okay.
I'm with you there.
I mean, come on. There are no others.
Give me yours.
There's a lot of
Yoga?
people. There's a lot of
this
people.
guy's not gonna give
There's
his.
a lot of people that smoke
Bro,
weed.
watching Notebook. What else? Smoking weed. What else is
There's
it?
a lot of people that smoke weed. There's
Okay.
a lot of people that do yoga,
Talking dirty
meditate.
with his stockbroker.
Lots of people, but nobody in this podcast. But lots of people smoke weed. Lots of people,
Yeah, I mean, sex is the top 3. I
okay,
agree.
there
I agree.
you go. Hey, Kai, top 3. What's your top 3?
I mean, that hasn't been mentioned. I'd say taking a nap.
Okay.
Big nap. What can I say?
Nap time.
Guy's so good, he's exhausted.
Nap time, bitch.
He's trying to say in the new headquarters we're building, we got to get a
He's
bed
resting
set
up
up.
for
How you
round
doing,
2.
baby? How you doing, baby? You ready
What
to go
else?
take
By
that
the way,
nap?
some people said gym. We got Daniel Aguirre
Yeah.
says gym, sleeping. A lot of people said music, reading the Bible.
You see the
Andrew
comments?
Jr.
Yeah, I do that. I read the Bible and then I go nap and then I go Then I go bang.
I go pray for Adam. That's
You
what I do.
should actually read the comment section. It's hilarious. So,
What are they saying?
So here's the point. If you're under a lot of stress, I mean,
We got drink soy milk as one.
Paul, lower his mic, man. He's like
Shut that
devouring that mic.
I can take it to a whole nother level here.
Say
In
it.
100% seriousness, and it might segue into our next topic.
Which is what?
I guarantee you, and I guarantee you, this is all 100% seriousness. 99% of the problem in Bill and Melinda Gates' marriage was sex.
You think so?
I'll tell you right
Is that
now.
insider information?
I don't need it. I have great
I don't need
instincts.
information. I go with my gut.
So you think? So
I do.
You
I
think it
do.
was bad sex?
I'm saying lack of sex, bad sex, not turned on
Hold
to
on.
each other.
Hold on. Are you trying to
yes.
tell me that Bill can't hit it right?
With all that data Bill has, you don't think he's an analytics guy?
Oh, that guy is doing some numbers crunching.
At 6 minutes and 28 seconds is when I do this.
Melinda,
And about
come
2
to the
minutes.
bedroom.
You got Microsoft.
He's a bad boy.
You take,
a bad man
We
right
got
there.
mail. Yes, you got some mail.
How about the naked swim parties back in the day? That was a little creepy.
For Microsoft?
Yeah.
Let's go to that. Let's go to
Real quick, here I
we go.
do have a
When's
prediction.
Valuetainment getting those?
I predicted this at the beginning of the pandemic. I think there's going to definitely be a baby boom, a pandemic baby boom. People are locked
I
up.
would have to agree with that.
People have been locked up. I'm not saying they're banging nonstop like rabbits, but some stuff went down.
No, I would
You're
have to
locked
agree with
up.
that.
You're in the house. You can't go out.
Let
Time
me
to have
tell
a
you,
kid.
the last 12 months
Yep.
has been probably the most stressful 12 months a marriage could have had because of all these different things that's going
Yeah.
on. You're dealing with kids. You're dealing with kids not going to school in many states. You're dealing with work. You're dealing with constant new regulation, fear, death. You know, the stuff going on with the Trump, Biden election, protesting, BLM. I mean, it was non-stop
The most stressful 12. I totally agree.
That's why I
Yeah.
think if people realize, if you're married, you're in a relationship, hey, one of the healthiest things you can do is to go, practice the God-given
Practice
gift that
what
we
you
have,
preach.
man. Yeah, no. Actually go. So you would think it would be higher than it would be
Procreate.
lower.
Go procreate.
Go have as
Go
much
bring
sex
kids
as you
into
can
this
with
crazy
your
world.
with your partner. Yes.
I think this people's relationships is much like the famous New York song during COVID. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. If you can make it together through a relationship
During COVID.
yeah, I mean, you can make it anywhere.
Wow. Sounds
Yeah,
like
that's profound
Sinatra.
stuff.
That's
That was
next
Sinatra.
Dr. Phil.
and,
The next Dr. Phil right there. It's
Dr.
Dr. Sauce. So if you enjoyed this little short segment from the podcast that we did, here's another short segment to watch. Or if you want to see the entire podcast, click over here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.